Teddy Ruxpin.
Damn it. Hey there, Teddy Ruxpin here. Yeah. Hey there, Teddy Ruxpin here, and it's time for more Godzilla vs. Gamera, where we're comparing these two awesome giant fucking monsters, right? And we're talking about the history of these giant monsters. Where were we, right? Well, we were talking about the end of the original Godzilla and Gamera movies, right? The last Gamera movie came out in 1971, Gamera vs. Zygra, right? And the last Godzilla movie came out in 1975, with Terror of Mechagodzilla, right? Yeah. Now there was another Gamera movie that came out in 1980 called Gamera Super Monster, right? But, most Gamera fans don't even count this fucking movie, because it fucking sucks, right? And it uses a lot of stock footage from previous Gamera movies, like, that's fucking cheap and crappy, what the hell, right? Plus, I mean, it came out like 10 years, almost 10 years after the last official Gamera movie. Gamera fucking Super Monster fucking sucks, you know? Because there was some stuff that happened in the 1970s, right? There was a resurgence in classic old monster movies, right? Because of fucking midnight monster movie showings and crazy stuff like that. Plus, some other stuff happened in the 70s, right? With Star Wars, it came out in 1977, and Superman came out in 1978. So, I mean, Gamera Super Monster kind of rips off both of those movies, too. I mean, he's got these chicks wearing tights, kind of like Superman, right? And this spaceship, that definitely looks like a spaceship from Star Wars. I mean, what the hell? Plus, its use of fucking stock footage from previous Gamera movies, it's a pretty crappy piece of shit. And most Gamera fans don't even count fucking Gamera Super Monster as even an official Gamera movie. Fucking sucks. Right?
平和を守るスーパーウーマンと共に戦えガメラ
Yeah, but it would only be a few years later when Godzilla would make his triumphant return. In the Return of Godzilla, also known as Godzilla 1985, right? Yeah, which was released in 1985, right? No shit, here in America. But actually it was released in 1984, the year before, in Japan, on the 30th anniversary of the original Godzilla's release, which came out in 1954, right? Yeah. And actually it was just called Godzilla, right? Godzilla. Because, well, it was really a reboot of the original Godzilla. It didn't count any of the previous Godzilla movies, right? Didn't count Godzilla vs. Mothra, Godzilla vs. Gigan, or any of the previous Godzilla movies, right? It only counted the original 1954 Godzilla, and this was a sequel to that, right? Yeah. And it's pretty awesome. It's one of the best Godzilla movies. It really is. Right? And then a few years after that, they made Godzilla vs. Biollante, and then it was on, right? And another Godzilla movie every year. And they were remaking the original classic Godzilla movies with Godzilla vs. Mothra, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Hell yeah, they were great. But, I mean, I didn't see them back in the day, you know? They came out in the 1990s, but they didn't get American releases, right? They were only released in Japan. I had to catch up on these movies later, right? Later, I got a chance to see Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, right? And Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, which is crazy. You know, in the movie, they call him Super Godzilla, or Supra Godzilla, right? Because he's like Godzilla from outer space. It's crazy. Fucking crazy. It seems like back in the day, the Godzilla movies were actually going head to head back in the 1960s, right? But the more recent versions of Godzilla and Gamera, they kind of got out of each other's way, right? It was kind of like Gamera was waiting for the Godzilla movies to run their course before he made his triumphant return, you know? Like, and the Godzilla movies did run their course, with the Godzilla vs. Destroyer being the final Godzilla movie out of that series, right? Where Godzilla actually dies in the movie, right? He goes like supernova or something, right? Right, but even though his energy is released into the atmosphere and then absorbed by baby Godzilla, who I guess becomes the new Godzilla. But yeah, that was the last of that series of Godzilla movies, right? And that same year they launched the first of a new series of Gamera movies with Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. Guardian of the Universe? I've been calling him Guardian of the Galaxy. What the fuck? Why was I doing that? Because that Guardian of the Galaxy movie? I guess. I kind of got confused. Wait, he's Guardian of the Universe. Gamera, Guardian of the Universe. Which is a much bigger fucking place to fucking be the Guardian of. I mean, shit, man. Yeah. So basically, they waited until the death of Godzilla, the final Godzilla movie with Godzilla vs. Destroyer, to release the first of a new series of Gamera movies. Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, right? Yeah, right. And then it was on for Gamera's triumphant return. Yeah, I mean, Gamera gets a great looking makeover, right? He looks much scarier, much bigger, more realistic, and more badass. Plus the special effects are much better. It's just a fucking awesome fucking movie. Yeah. Gamera, Guardian of the Universe is fucking great, right? Plus he's taking on an old foe from the original Gamera movies, right? Gaius or Gauss, whatever. That flying bat thing with the hammerhead, right? Yeah, fighting that guy again. And it's really fucking cool. Gotta love the fucking new Gamera, right? He's badass. Yeah. But like original Gamera, he's still the protector of the human race, right? Going out of his way to protect people. Even though a lot of the fucking battle with the giant monsters, also a lot of people get crushed underneath the battle with giant monsters. But whatever, right? Some of the people he protects, other people end up getting killed. But whatever, right, that's how it goes. Then the following year, they made Gamera 2. Yeah, there's actually a number in the title there. It's Gamera 2. Known as Attack of Legion? Or Advent of Legion? What the fuck? Yeah, well, anyway. In this movie, he takes on these bug things, right? His bug thing, right? Which is crazy, you know? It's crazy looking bug thing. It actually looks really fucking awesome, you know? I mean, I know that's a guy in a fucking suit, but they really went far to give him a really interesting and awesome design, right? Going back to those really interesting designs of monsters back in the original fucking film. And it's what sets Gamera apart from Godzilla. His monsters are really interesting, right? And really, this guy fucking beats the fucking shit out of Gamera. For real. He uses that large spike in the front of his head to fucking cut open fucking Gamera. Like fucking shit. Yeah, Gamera gets fucked up. There's a part where he gets covered by these little tiny bugs. And they really do some damage to him, right? He's like fucking dying. Finally, he has to like fly off and like spin and like basically flies all those bugs off. But he also sprays buildings with his fucking blood. Like shit.
Gamera's hurt.
Oh, he doesn't just get fucking hurt. Gamera gets fucking killed. Yeah. He gets caught in this huge fucking explosion. This humongous megaton explosion that like wipes out the entire city. And he gets caught in it and he fucking dies. What? Gamera's fucking dead? What the fuck? Well, he's not dead for long. Later he demonstrates the ability to fucking resuscitate himself. He comes back to life with his laser light show and stuff. He like sheds his skin and he's ready to rock. Yeah, and goes after fucking Legion and stuff. And he demonstrates a brand new power where he can actually absorb energy from the planet itself, right? like this energy comes out of the fucking sky, and he like absorbs it, and then his like chest opens up and he shoots out this super mega blast and just like vaporizes the Legion. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, this movie's fucking great. In a Gamera trilogy called Awakening of Iris, also known as Revenge of Iris, which is, it's kind of crazy. There's this little girl that befriends this weird like tentacle thing that ends up growing to become a giant horrible fucking monster thing, right? And then eventually ends up absorbing the girl. And yeah, in addition to that, he also fights fucking Gamera, right? And this new version of Gamera in this movie is even scarier and freakier looking than the previous versions of Gamera, right? Yeah, this movie's pretty fucking badass. Besides the fact that there's a little girl involved in the story and whatever is going on there. But the giant monster battles in the movie are pretty fucking awesome. At one point, the fucking giant monster like pins Gamera's hand to a fucking wall. He blasts off his own fucking hand, and then fucking uses his stump arm to fucking kill the fucking monster. Like, that's fucking badass. Gamera's a fucking badass. And, well, the end of the movie actually shows Gamera marching off to battle a whole fucking swarm of those chaos things, right? And the movie kind of ends with a cliffhanger, even though this is the last Gamera movies in the series. Like, why do that? If this is the last Gamera movie in the series, then why have it end with a cliffhanger? Like, I don't know. It's still a fucking badass movie, right? Now, a lot of people like to refer to these fucking movies as the Heisei era, right? And the original fucking giant monster movies from the 60s and 70s as the Showa fucking era of giant monster movies, right? Yeah, but they also like to call giant monster movies kaiju, right? They like to call them kaiju. Why? Well, I don't know, because they think they know Japanese or something, right? I don't fucking know. You don't know your Japanese, you also got to know something about Japanese history, right? The reason that the old original giant Japanese monster movies are called the Showa movies is because it comes from the Showa period in Japan, during the reign of Emperor Hirohito, right? Who died in 1989, and then marked the end of the Showa era. And in the current era, the era we're living in right now, is the Heisei era, right? Heisei basically translates into peace everywhere, or something like that. Not quite, but something like that. Heisei, peace everywhere, or whatever. Right, and considering that Emperor Hirohito died in 1989, then if you think about it, Godzilla 1985, that came out before that, should be part of the Showa period, right? The Showa period, before the death of Emperor Hirohito, right? Plus, considering that it's a sequel to the original 1954 film, then it is part of the Heisei era, or the Showa period, or whatever. I mean, to call it a fucking giant monster is fucking kaiju, right? Kaiju basically means strange creature, right? But to refer to fucking Godzilla, he's a daikaiju, which means giant strange creature, right? Whatever. Fuck, whatever. Ranting about this, fucking wasting time. Anyway, fucking next time we're going to talk about some more Godzilla vs. Gamera movies, right? Until fucking then, keep it real.